Hey Vikings fans! Breaking news just dropped on the channel, and trust me, you do not want to miss this. If you want to stay on top of all things Minnesota Vikings, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now so you never miss a major update like this one. We've got a bombshell coming your way, and you're going to want to hear every detail. Now let's dive in because what we're about to talk about is getting some serious attention, and it has all the potential to change the way we look at the Vikings' future. You know, the 2024 NFL Draft was supposed to set the stage for a big year in Minnesota. The team came in with a pair of first-round picks, and the big question was always, would the Vikings land their QB of the future? But hold up, that's not the story today. Because what happened after that first pick, and who the Vikings targeted next, is the real game-changer. You won't believe who they went after, and the surprising turn of events that followed. It all starts with a name that's been buzzing around since draft night: Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner, the edge rusher out of Alabama, was expected to be a future star, a guy that could come in and immediately make a difference. So what happened? Why is a top draft pick, a guy who was supposed to be a contender for Defensive Rookie of the Year, barely seeing the field? The tension is building, and the questions are piling up. Is it time to panic? Or is this just part of the plan? Stick around, because what we're about to unpack is more than just a slow start. It's something you'll want to know. Here's the situation. After the Vikings grabbed their future QB at pick 10, GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah shifted his focus to Brian Flores' defense, and Dallas Turner was supposed to be a huge part of it. They made a bold move to grab him at pick 17. Expectations were sky high, but reality? Well, it's been a different story. Slow start doesn't even begin to cover it. Turner has barely seen the field. He's played fewer than 50% of defensive snaps in most games, and in one of the most telling stats, he only logged 12 snaps against the Titans. 12 snaps. Why? Well, it's the classic issue of a crowded depth chart in front of him. You've got Jonathan Greenid and Andrew Van Ginkel, two guys having career years. Greenid's racking up sacks, and Van Ginkel might even be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. They're dominant on the field, and there's just no room for Turner to break through right now. But that's not the full story. Let's take a deeper look, because Turner's situation might be more complicated than it seems. Think about it. This is a first-round talent, and as we've seen before in the NFL, things don't always go according to plan. So why isn't he making more of an impact? Could it be that the Vikings' pass rushers have simply been too good? Greenid and Van Ginkel are getting the job done every week, and they're not about to give up their spots. So where does that leave Turner? Is it just a case of him needing time to develop, or are the Vikings dealing with a serious problem? A first-round pick should be lighting it up, so why hasn't Turner cracked the rotation? But here's where it gets interesting, and this is the part you'll want to pay attention to. The Vikings' defense is evolving. With the departures of key players like Danielle Hunter and Marcus Davenport, Brian Flores had to retool this defense. And what's clear is that Turner was drafted for the future, and the Vikings are in no rush to push him into a role he's not ready for. It's not panic time, not yet. In fact, if you ask me, this is actually a good problem to have. The Vikings have depth, and the guys in front of Turner are playing lights out. But if and when that depth starts to thin out, Turner might just get his shot. Call to action. Now, here's where we need to hear from you. What do you think about Dallas Turner's slow start? Is it just a matter of him needing time? Or are the Vikings facing a situation where they might need to adjust their expectations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop. You won't want to miss what we've got coming next. Thanks for watching, Vikings fans. Stay tuned for more updates. And as always, Skol.